Welcome into the Appalachian Wireless Sports Overtime. Unlike last week, we have highlights to bring you, and championships are on the line.
Well, thank goodness. Teams fighting it out for a top seed in next week's regional tournaments, and we have you covered from Somerset to Pikeville, covering districts 47 through 60.
Throw in some 62nd in there as well. A couple of district finals featuring some top 10 teams, including our first game of the night, the boys' 54th district from right here in Perry County. Perry County Central Buckhorn meeting for the third time this season. Perry won the previous two matchups, but they were close games. This time they played for the 54th district crown. First quarter, Braxton Beverly steals the rock from Peyton Cooper behind his back, over his shoulder to the trailing Damon. Tobler lays it up and in for two. Couple of plays later, Tobler steals the ball out to Beverly. Tobler's got reservations for two. Big night for Tobler. Buckhorn on the break now. Josh Crank gets it to Shannon Blank, and you can't stop the mullet. But the Doors were up big early. Fourth quarter, Tobler still doing work inside for PCC. No stopping the young bull on this one. Full head of steam, another layup in the post. Beverly gets it out to the other Braxton Whitmore. Commodores were trying to put the nail in the coffin in this one. Cooper for Buckhorn, fighting until the very end. Number 5 drains it for 3, but the Wildcats, as we go to the Highlands Black and Blue Clinic scoreboard, would come up short after a long night for the Horn. Perry wins it by a score of 53-29.
All right, Pulaski County going for its 5th straight district championship. The Maroons taking on Casey County out of Liberty, Kentucky. First quarter, Blake Burton goes baseline up in. That's good. All right, later, Casey County with the ball down 2. Trayvon Sylvester. Look out. I got it in the prompter. His shot block game on fleek because it was on point. These two teams split in the regular season, each winning at their place. Riley Hall feeds it down to Sean Ross. Pulaski up 6. Off the miss now. Rebels on the loose. It's Miller time. Colin Miller finishes the break. Pulaski still up 5. UPike top plate contender here. Ross gets turned around. Somehow flips it up and in. He had 14 in the game. Another look at this one. Burton. That's just bananas.
That's ridiculous.
There's some ridiculousness. Casey County led by 2 at the end of 1. Let's go. Second quarter now. Hall over to Burton. He also had 14. He loves that baseline. As we go to the Highlands Black and Blue Clinic scoreboard, Pulaski wins the 47th district championship by 1 point tonight, 39-38.
Some other district championship games on the Highlands Black and Blue Clinic scoreboard. Round 3 of Southwestern and Wayne County goes to the Cardinals, 86-78, the final in the boys' 48th district. Boys 49th at North Laurel. The number 3 Clay County Tigers knock off the Jackson County Generals, 76-58. Clay County 12th straight district crown. Down the road at South Laurel, the boys' 50th district, number 8 Williamsburg defeats the Corbin Redhounds by the score of 59-50. And finally, the girls' 52nd district at Bell County, the host and number 1 ranked Lady Cats beat number 7 Harlan 68-54, knocking off the Lady Dragons for a third time this season. Much more to come. Coming up, 3 district finals to be decided in the 15th region.
Yeah, the boys and girls 60th district championships, as well as a top 10 battle in the boys 57th.
Time now for tonight's Fans in the Stands, sponsored by Eastern Kentucky University. Raider Nation, the South Floyd Crazies out in full force for the boys' 58th district finals. Yes, that is my face you saw there. Highlights of the Raiders and Allen Central Rebels coming up later in the show. South Floyd tonight's Fans in the Stands, sponsored by Eastern Kentucky University.
Yeah, that's a nice fat head you had. 2 of the favorites to win the 15th region tournament next week come from the same district, the 57th, but as of late, the district title has belonged to Johnson Central, winning the last 2, but don't tell Sheldon Clark that. They've got their star point guard back and are perhaps poised to put a run together starting tonight in the district title game. Schmiegel the Eagle, he's become a favorite here on Sports Overtime. Giving some love to our camera girl, Lauren Cash. Sheldon Clark trying to keep JC from winning their 3rd straight district title. Here we go. Golden Eagles having their way on offense at the start of the game. Mason Blair over in the corner. Nobody's guarding him. Okay. 3 of his 13, Johnson Central by 5. Chase Parsley, though, this kid is just sick. I love watching him play. Buckets, 34 points, 8 assists, 3 steals for the senior Cardinal. Nasty. UPike top plate contender, 0.2 seconds left. Oh my goodness. Kyle Gullett.
I thought you had to have like .4 to even like technically get a shot off.
No idea. Eagles by 8 after 1. Let's go third quarter. Braxton Blair. That's good. Eagles by 9. Timeout Sheldon Clark. Cardinals going to run to start the fourth. Parsley picks Blair's
This
pocket.
play's ridiculous.
Yeah. You know, you could have just shot a layup. No, I'll just pull up from right here.
Well, I get 2 and you can get 3.
Yeah, that was like from like 30 feet. Goodness. JC Lee trimmed to 2 as we go to the Highlands Black and Blue Clinic scoreboard. This one ends up needing some extra time. Extra basketball. They play it in overtime, and there's a new 57th district champ. Sheldon Clark defeats Johnson Central 77-68. My goodness, Chase Parsons.
Boys
Ridiculous.
60th district, a former 57th district team, Lawrence County taking on Pike County Central over at Phelps. In the first, Pike Central takes an early lead. Ethan Blackburn gets the board, puts it in for 2. Hawks up by 3. Hawks adding to that lead as Brad Elkins shoots the triple, knocks it down for 3. Pike Central leading by 6. Later in the first, Timmy Dalton, Brother Roberts on the bench for this one. He'll get the rebound, throw it in for 2, draw the foul. Dogs trailing by 3. Hawks trying to maintain the lead. Teddy Smith go up, drop the ball, but he gets it back, goes for the fakes.
Teddy.
Finally gets it for 2. Hawks up 3. Next play down. Bulldogs get it to Dalton. He'll put it in for 2. Lawrence County only trailing by 1. Brandon Richardson, heard somebody say he got overlooked. Don't know how you can overlook him. Takes it in for 2. Bulldogs beat regular season champion Pike Central 73-59.
Let's stay out there in the 60th district. Lawrence County, Belfry, the girls' title. Here we go in the second. Pirates up by 1. Paige Goff. That's a triple, extending the lead to 4 for Belfry. Going to the third now. Dogs down 9. Shelby Hall takes it in for 2. Belfry's up by 7. Lakin Finch will go for 3 here, and that's no good. No worries, though. She will be there for her own rebound and put it in.
Box out the shooter.
Why not? Dogs by 8. Trail by 8, excuse me. In the fourth, Pirates continue to add to the board. That's Emily Baker. Takes it in for 2. Pirates up 5 later in the fourth. Shelby Hay. There you go. That'll cut the Pirates' lead to just 1, but it will be Baker with the layup on the next play to increase the lead to 3. And that would be the final margin of victory for Belfry, 47-44, the final over Lawrence County. Staying on the Highlands Black and Blue Clinic scoreboard in the boys' 56th district finals at Owsley County. Estill knocks off Powell 42-39 to win the championship. Close games all around tonight.
Told you there were some.
Yes, the girls' 53rd district finals in Whitesburg, round number 3 between number 8 Letcher Central, number 6 Knott Central. Look at this one. It goes to the Lady Cougars. Letcher wins the district, crown 47-41. And last but not least, in the boys' 62nd district finals at West Carter, the Morgan County Cougars beat Elliott County in double overtime 63-58. Congrats, Morgan County.
Close games all over the place. Coming up on Sports Overtime, a big rivalry in the boys' 55th as Breathitt County and Wolfe County square off for the title.
Yikes. And 2 county rivals hook up with a district championship on the line for the first time in more than a decade.
2008 was the last time Allen Central won a 58th district championship. South Floyd last won one in 2005. However, it's been 14 years since the 2 programs squared off with one another in the finals of the district tournament. Championship droughts. Raiders strike first. Andrew Tackett to a wide open Brady Oosley in the corner. They call him Coach Oosley. 3-ball good. How about another assist for Tackett? Shuffles it to Papa Trammell in the paint. Raiders open the game on a 9-0 run. Rebels finally get on the board, and it's the 6th man, Brett Salmons, from the wing for 3. But more Raiders. Hunter Johnson driving in, gets the bucket to beat the Horn in the first quarter. South Floyd by 6 after 1. We go to the second quarter. You can't leave Devin Horn open. He'll do that. Rebels within 3. U-Pike top play contender. J.R. Tackett, the no-look pass inside to Jacob Collins, lead out to 4. What'd I just say about Devin Horn? He's left open. Another 3. Central down 17-16 at half. Third quarter. Devin Horn, put somebody on the guy. Rebels take a 2-point lead. He had 5 triples. To the fourth, J.R. Tackett drives, stops, pops the freshman, connects. Raiders by 4. We go to the Highlands Black and Blue Clinic scoreboard. South Floyd holds Allen Central to 3 of 16 shooting in the second half. Raiders win the district championship 35-28.
Pulaski head football coach and state champion John Hines enjoying some popcorn for the girls' 47th district championship. Get your popcorn ready for this one. Somerset Pulaski, let's do it. Second quarter, Brinley Bigelow, scoopage.
Member of the all-name first team.
Yes, 12 for Bigelow in that game. In the game, excuse me. Later, Ariel McGinnis from the wing, that's good. Somerset leads by 2 at the halftime recess. Second half, Miranda Mills, she had 4 hands in her face. Doesn't matter, 22 in the game for Mills. Fourth quarter, Pulaski down 2. Peyton Ingram drives, scores, 1-point game. Here we go. Later, Jariah Privet gives the Lady Maroons the lead. 39-36, 12 for Privet on the game. Somerset not going away. Bigelow from straight away. And then Mills from the wing. Look at Mills. That tie game at 46. Now flashboard with 11.4 seconds left. Game tied at 50. Here we go. Ingram gets it at the corner of the free throw line. Drives. That's good. Pulaski County student section goes wild. Ball game. And for the first time in 17 years, repeat that, 17 years, Pulaski County wins the district championship 52-50, the final tonight.
47th girls, I'll raise you 55th boys. Let's head out to Campton. Wolf County student section hyped up. Game with Breathitt County Wolves and Bobcats. Good start for the home team. Bradley Lawson, the theft, the layup. 2-0 Wolf. Back comes Breathitt. Ethan Little passes to Justin Baker. Baker finishes inside. Later in the quarter, loose ball. Donovan Triplett picks it up, goes coast to coast. Triplett takes it himself. Wolves down by 2 though. Second quarter we go. Big man Luke Cheney goes to work in the post. Breathitt still up a deuce. Good ball movement here by Wolf. It ends up with Taylor Rose. Drills the triple from the corner. Wolves up 4 at that point. Moving ahead to the third. Bobcats work it down to Luke Wolf. He's true on the turnaround jumper. Back and forth we go. How about more from Lawson? Nails the triple. Gives the 3 to the dome. Wolf County up 2. More from Lawson. Splits 2 defenders. Gets the floater to fall. He's all fired up. He and the Wolves. And then U-Pike top play contender. Rose splashes the 3, and he draws the foul. But in the end, a little too much Breathitt. Bobcats win it over the Wolves, 64-61, the final score. One other score going on tonight, one other game going on tonight. The boys' 51st round at Pineville. Barberville beats host Pineville, 73-68. The Tigers will play county rival Knox Central tomorrow night, 7 o'clock, in the boys' 51st championship game. Much more to come on the Appalachian Wireless Sports Overtime, but as we go to break, here's a look at this week's final Alice Lloyd College Boys and Girls Mountain Top 10 polls.
All right, time now for our McDonald's Student Athlete of the Week. Amelia Bussell is a senior at South Laurel High School, where she has a 4.3 grade point average. She was a 2014 Governor's Scholar and has received several advanced placement honors. She is also a member of the Honors Choir and Dance Team. Congrats, Amelia. Tonight's McDonald's Student Athlete of the Week.
Time now for our Long John Silver's nothing but net shot of the night. Back to Paintsville. Chase Parsley. The guy was unconscious. Just stops and pops from about 35 feet. Nothing but the bottom of the net. That's why we call it the nothing but net shot of the night. Sheldon Clark, your 2015 57th district champion. Congrats, Chase and the Cardinals. Tonight's nothing but net shot of the night. To the college game, 3 games remaining in the regular season for number 1 and undefeated Kentucky, which means more publicity and coverage for its pursuit of perfection.
Yeah, the Wildcats currently sit at 28-0, which is the best start in program history, and welcome in number 18 Arkansas this weekend for what will arguably be the toughest game of the season, if you want to call it that. John Calipari says while he tells his players not to listen to any outside noise, he knows they hear it.
I know they do, and they all read it. I try to tell them not to. It's poison. It's like drinking poison. Someone wants to do a story. What they don't get, if they want to do a story, it ain't all going to be good. So if you want to read the good stuff, read the bad stuff. That's how this stuff works. And again, build them up to cut them down. You try to do it, but these kids we are the 5th youngest team in the country. And they're dealing with all this. And they're stepping back so that they all can step up.
All right, Kentucky has been great this season, not so great against Arkansas in the past. A 3-game losing streak, so they're going to try to snap that tomorrow when they win. Number 8 Arkansas comes to town. The Cats have lost 3 straight and 4 of 5 to the Razorbacks. Game time set for 4 o'clock p.m., and you can watch the game right here on WINT. Arkansas enters the game having won 7 straight games. For more on Kentucky and Arkansas, here's Matt Jones with tonight's KSR Minute.
Kentucky has its most important game of the SEC schedule tomorrow against Arkansas in Rupp Arena, and it is a national showcase. 25 NBA scouts are here from virtually every NBA team, and the entire country is going to be watching to see if Kentucky can overcome its biggest hurdle to an undefeated regular season. Now, Arkansas is clearly the best team Kentucky will play in the SEC, but I'm not sure if they're the hardest matchup. Arkansas likes to run up and down the court, and so does Kentucky. And I just have a hard time believing Kentucky's going to lose to a team that plays fast-paced. If you look at Kentucky's worst games this year, it's all been the same thing. It's been teams that slow the game down, get it in the half court, they hope Kentucky's cold, they're hitting shots, and they get a victory. But that's not how Arkansas plays. They're running. In the half court, they are terrible, one of the worst teams in the league. But if they get up and down the court, they're able to get shots, hit threes, and go to the rim. But the same thing's true of Kentucky. When they get up and down the court, like against Kansas, UCLA, North Carolina, or Auburn, I don't know how you guard them. I'm not saying that Kentucky can't lose the game. They can. Arkansas is a good team. But the way they play is exactly how Kentucky wants you to play against them, and that's why I'm confident. I'm Matt Jones, and this is the KSR Minute.
Staying with college basketball, the Appalachian Athletic Conference Tournament down in Kingsport, Tennessee, the top seed Union men defeat Reinhardt out of Georgia 86-70 to advance to tomorrow's championship game, where they will try and defend their title against 2-seed Milligan out of Tennessee. And the Union women fall victim to the upset. The Bulldogs lose to 7-seed Milligan 90-72. Union, like the men, entered the tournament as the defending conference tournament champion. Well, that will wrap things up for tonight's show, but more district tournament action coming up tomorrow.
That's right. Hope they'll join us. Me and Lauren will be back. The boys and girls 51st District Finals going on at Pineville, as well as the boys 52nd at Bell County. We will have those along with some regional tournament draw results. Come join us.
That's right. The girls 12th region, boys and girls 14th region, the boys and girls 15th region brackets will all be released, so you won't want to miss that. And we had some technical difficulties earlier with the fans in the stands. I told the South Floyd student section I would get them on there, so we will revisit that one more time.